people open my phone. So I use an iPhone. And when I open it, you see like I have all these apps. People be like, oh my god, why are your apps open? And they come and close everything. It's draining your battery. Like, is it true?
Yeah, it's very true.
Hey.
Oh, so I should be closing my apps.
Yes.
Oh,
So we basically fixing Apple products. Not all, though, but most of the Apple products we fix them. So if you hear of wireless care, it's all about Apple products. So
We basically do iPhones, iPad, iWatch, and MacBooks.
see, you can't even, if you hear something, don't even turn. Just keep your eye on the phone.
The moment you turn, they'll move
Like, your phone is different.
If you're charging your
Oh my
phone,
gosh.
you
Yes.
should
Let's
take it
talk
off
about
low power mode because it's not going to charge fast. Is it true?
Is it wrong to charge your phone overnight or your device overnight? Like leave it plugged in. It says 100%, but it's plugged in. You're sleeping.
It's very wrong.
Hey. So I don't like that.
Ah,
Why do you do that?
What have I done?
I don't like that.
What have I done?
I don't like that.
A DM message from, I remember very well that it was Afi to get his MacBook fixed. So yes, it's like Oga Kwata Kwata, bring it. So that
If wireless says it's done, it's done. So that means I can bring my phone and you make it brand new, then I'll put it in a new box and sell it.
Okay, if you can convince the person that it's brand new, because
Oh, no, small job.
Stay by plan, across, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Stay by Plan. I'm excited to be here, and I know I was late, guys, and everybody was waiting for me. And yeah, thank you guys for waiting. So are you angry with
that's
me?
okay.
I'm furious.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, okay.
Azu is upset with you.
I'm upset.
Why are you upset? So you
Because-
know, as a lady, sometimes I need to.
No.
We'll
Not
plead
in
on
it.
behalf.
You plead on thank you guys so much. Thank
That
you
was
so
amazing.
much.
We'll plead on it.
I think that's how.
Yeah, I was also doing my makeup. I've not even finished though, guys, but like I'm already looking spec.
I've been dashing here since 2021.
Oh, wow. He has been counting a year.
You need to still be dashing it.
But so do you have any shouts to give?
Yeah. I went to Absa Bank in
You always be going to the most random places.
where's the bank? The bank is not random. Absa in industrial area, North Industrial area.
Right.
And one of the tellers recognized me. And she's like, oh, where's Afi? I'm like, bro,
I
we
don't
don't
know. Are
live
we like
together,
twins
like-
or something? Like,
we're not always together, guys. But yeah, her name is Rachel. God, please let this be a name. But I remember Rachel, so shout out to you, Rachel. If your name is not Rachel, then
the girl at Absa.
the girl at Absa, shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Yeah.
It's so funny how almost every time that I go out and people see me, they literally ask where is Zuu.
Hey, me too. Where's Afi?
I was like, yo, I have a life outside. I actually told someone that please, I beg, I have a life outside of Zuu.
Yeah. And it's not that great, but
It's
I
not
mean,
that great.
your
Your
life
life outside me is not that great.
your life outside
Your life
me,
outside me is
your
not
life
that
outside me
great.
is not that
Oh,
great,
it's okay.
but it's fine. You
Don't worry, we're
manage.
friends forever. Don't worry.
Good.
Yeah, so we have two special people in the studio,
Yeah.
and they all have special names to me
Mhm.
because like they remind me of people I actually know.
Oh, okay. Tell us.
So and it's very on brand because there's Akoto here and there's Eric. Akoto because we literally have like someone in my office who's called Akoto. He's in charge of IT and he's always helping us with like different things. So I think that's very on brand. Yeah. So who is Eric and who is Akoto?
Oh, but you didn't tell us why Eric is special to you.
Because it's just special. It's just special to me.
You describe who Akoto is to you.
Mhm.
So who is Eric to you?
Okay, so I'm sure you guys saw my gap filler from the 3 Music Awards. Yeah, so Eric Craftsman did that for me.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been very insecure about my teeth, but that kind of like leveled up my confidence. So yeah, shout out to Eric Craftsman.
Shout out to Eric Craftsman.
Yeah. So yeah,
Also shout out
guys,
to you as well.
Yeah.
tell us more about yourselves and why you're here. You guys are wearing branded t-shirts, so it's giving. Welcome to have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said yes. We are not serious. So.
I know you are serious, but for the cameras and for the fun of it, yeah, you're very serious people, and you make things look very natural, and
But it's not natural. We just make it look natural.
you're natural, and everything about you is real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll
So-
sack you from my studio. So yeah.
I am Akoto, like brands relations officer with wireless care formerly Wireless Ghana. So I did mention Wireless Care because we've now rebranded and we are now Wireless Care, which we thought it wise to actually make it part of this conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm also Eric Yamwa.
Okay.
Yeah, I happen to be the front desk guy
Okay.
at Wireless Care.
All right.
And then just as my colleague also said, it's always wise and it's always good to rebrand yourself at every stage of life. When you know that there's something that is ahead of you which you need to open up. So that is why we have rebranded to Wireless Care, and it comes with a lot of packages. So we are entreating our clients to stay tuned about the new Wireless Care.
Right.
That's great.
Do you have something to say?
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, have you guys were not there when the company started, right? Oh, you were there.
With the brand, right?
The whole
When the
Wireless
whole, yeah.
Ghana Wireless Care, like when it started.
Were you guys there?
Were you around?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
OG.
He's an OG.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Eric?
Yeah, okay. I happened to chance whilst it was growing.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when we actually planned of finding an office, because back then it used to be a home service thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
when we were starting. So I had the chance to join when it was an office.
Okay,
Yeah.
so please tell us because we are talking about wireless, what is Wireless Care? And just like a brief story on how it started.
Yeah.
Okay. Wireless Care, formerly Wireless Ghana. Actually, I'll be interchanging and be mentioning this so that in case anybody out there sees Wireless Ghana, he'll still see it as Wireless Care.
Right.
And in case he sees Wireless Care, it will still be Wireless Ghana. But going forward in some couple of weeks, then like to be Wireless Care all through.
Yeah.
So that we wouldn't kind of confuse
Why
our.
is it because you're not patriotic or why?
Yeah, why?
you
Right now,
leaving
the
Ghana
brand
behind?
outside of Ghana. Or what?
Because of Ghana sales.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
We want to take this job to the next level, and that taking it to the next level, we just want to maintain this name Wireless Care so that it wouldn't be like Wireless Ghana, and we are just associated with Ghana. Yeah.
Because
And,
Ghana in some way.
And care.
Are you behaving like a Ghanaian radio
So,
presenter?
not necessarily like running away from Ghana. We are always Ghanaians. Yes,
And
we are,
remain
and
Ghanaians.
everything we do, even the colors that we used to have was the red, yellow, and green. Yeah. So Wireless Care is very broad.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you want to mention Wireless Care, it's you think aloud, you think so broad about it. But Wireless Ghana, everybody would think maybe it's only in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys are
Yeah.
global.
Yes, we want to
That's-
go global.
that's right,
Yeah,
that's
so
right,
that is
that's
why
right.
we picking the Wireless Care so that we wouldn't be put in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, by some people. Like
Because the Ghana safe is tearing your point, so it's good that you've changed it to Wireless Care.
no, actually, people like to even be in Ghana. Ghana is a nice place to be. Yeah,
Eh.
it's very nice.
Okay.
place.
You are telling me.
You are telling us.
Yes, in recent times, the story has been
Some way.
Yeah, so we are hoping to get better.
Yeah, we hope so.
As they say, it's possible within 24 hours.
Let's
So
not
we are
go
in the
there.
middle.
Let's not go
So
there.
it is possible for the other side, and 24 hours
It will
for the
be
other
possible.
side.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Nice one. So yeah, tell us.
So how we started?
Wireless Care. Wait, what is Wireless Care first?
Like how they started, or
No, like,
like
what's
what
the-
is
what
it?
it
Like
is.
what kind of company?
if
Like
I'm
what is
watching-
it? Is
if
it a
I heard it for
company?
the first time, like Wireless Care.
Is it a company?
You
Is
fix
it a
modems or Wireless Care? What's that?
or smart homes?
Okay, so Wireless Care is a company which is more focused on Apple repairs, which we give professional care in terms of expertise.
Okay.
Yeah, so we basically fixing Apple products. Not all though, but most of the Apple products we fix them. So if you hear of Wireless Care, it's all about Apple products. And we thought it wise about wireless, the word wireless, because our devices happens to be wireless. It's not really connected to something
Yeah.
when you're using it. Yeah, so Wireless Care is like basically the Apple lifestyle technicians.
All right. So for me, as usual, I'm not even here to have like a boring conversation about like what is not that your company is boring. I want the tea, basically. So me, I want to know more about, especially for you, like you at front desk, like seeing people coming in and out. Like I want to know how a typical day is like. Do you have like certain people who come and then it's obvious that this phone that they've brought, like it casts, just let it go and buy a new phone, but you're forcing us to fix it. Like it will not work. And then how do you go about stuff like that? I mean, that's the kind of conversation I want to have
Okay,
today.
so when the person brings it in, they have high hopes because some are most of the time recommendations, and then people have talked about us to the person with a high hope that it's going to be fixed. So we listen to your story or we listen to your problem, know if it's been attempted sometimes to know how we can also try, and then so we first, with situations like power off, we make sure that we do a diagnosis. So the diagnosis actually tells you or make you know what the problem is and if it's fixable, because you can't just look at the device and mention what you think it is. Unlike other places, you look at it and they tell you, oh, it's screen, it's board. Meanwhile, maybe it's something different. So the diagnosis helps you, and then from the diagnosis, if it's fixable, we tell you the solution, what we have to do, and then we assure you of that. But if it's not fixable, there are even situations whereby we advise when maybe the fixes or the damages are too much, and comparing the fixing, maybe it's equally getting a new device. We advise that.
Oh, you tell us the
we
truth.
we do advise that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for real.
You're not saying it's because on a podcast.
No. We do advise that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. People who are watching know this. Yeah,
Yeah.
because some people even want to come and know the cost of fixing it versus the cost of buying a new phone. Yeah,
Okay.
and you advise that because it's not all about the money. If you get the thing fixed for the person, then it happens to be that it's so much that they
Expensive,
can bear.
yeah.
Yeah, they feel like you've taken their money, but you give them your honest opinion. And there have been situations whereby we want to even advise that, but the person wants to still fix it because they feel like the phone is in still good use or in good shape to have it like in use.
Right.
Okay. So moving away from wireless, but still within the field of Apple Care, there are some things that we see a lot of the time on the internet. Like, I want to ask you guys
Your
how
take,
true
yeah.
it is, like your take and everything. So, for example, people open my phone. So I use an iPhone. And when I open it, you see like I have all these apps open. And people are like, oh my god, why are your apps open? And they come and close everything. It's draining your battery. Like, is it true?
Yeah, it's very true.
Hey.
Oh,
It
so I
does-
should be closing my apps.
Yes.
Oh, because me, I can't be bothered. Like, once I'm done with this, I just minimize and I move on.
Yeah.
The more reason why you need to do this is because of your battery,
Right.
your data, and the RAM. So you need to actually.
So how many do you have open now? Let's check.
Oh,
Like how many?
wait.
Because I feel like me and you,
All the regular apps he's been using is
it's
open.
my own to internal. Oh. So it's mine the same.
like every single app on the phone is open.
It's open.
Oh my god.
Whether
Look at
it's
mine.
in use or not.
Because I've never swiped up
I
and
don't know if
closed
you
an
guys
app.
can see.
But I don't.
Lots of it.
The reason why people do that is because they don't want to open it again. Sometimes some of the things are not saved.
Exactly.
Yes, they are
Right.
not saved. That you want to go back to it and then maybe do what is needful. But in terms of lifespan, it's not good to be leaving the apps running at the back end, because even though you are not using it, it's still running.
It's still running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then when you go to the settings, you go to the battery, you get a chart
Of the usage, yeah,
yes,
true.
of the usage, from the highest to the lowest app on the device.
Yeah.
And it gives you a timing for it being idle, and it gives you a timing for it being in use, the hours in seconds and all that. So if you want it to last for you or your battery's lifespan to stay longer than usual, you need to be closing apps that are not in use at the moment.
These have closed store.
And
So I
then
just
again to
close
the
my-
RAM, because the RAM actually helps you to use the device in a smooth way, the performance.
Yeah.
So if there's a lot of things running, you can sometimes realize that the device is very hot and it's very slow. Yeah, very
Damn.
slow, because the RAM is very active at the moment. Yeah.
I have two questions in the same direction. The whole thing where they say if you're charging your
Oh my
phone,
god.
you
Yes.
should
Let's
take it
talk
off
about
low
it.
power mode because it's not going to charge fast. Is it true?
Take the question again.
Take the phone off of low power mode when you are charging it, because if you leave it on low power mode, it wouldn't charge quickly.
Okay, so when it's on charge, you need to take it off low power mode.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because low power mode is like a conserved situation where you don't have so much of battery, but you want it to last or
Yeah.
maybe extend. So when you are charging it, at the moment you are getting the required power that is going, like that is charging your battery. So it shouldn't be on low power mode when you are charging. But when you are using it and you want it to be on low power mode to conserve some battery power, that is fine.
Hey.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, the last one you have to answer. They always say that like using car. I'm always on the move, oh, so let me just I'm explaining. They said that if you are using those car chargers for your phone is not good. It would like mess up
And
your
even
battery
power
health.
banks. People say
And power banks. But what if I bought it from like a proper place, like a brick and mortar store, and then it's the one that you have to use a blade or a scissors to cut it before you open. It's not by the roadside. Only like a proper terabyte charger. What will happen to nothing? Will happen to my phone. Anything happens to my phone.
Well, talking from looking at it from your point of view,
Yeah.
nothing will happen though. But we advise you always get your charger from a certified or established Apple outlet, so that at the end of the day you know very well that what you are using is will give you the best of what you want, as in helping your device, maintaining your device lifespan. Because anytime you get your devices, as in chargers and other stuffs, with regards to your Apple devices from a recognized outfit, what you are doing is that you are actually expanding the lifespan of your gadgets.
Yeah.
But if you just buy it by the roadside, as in you are in the traffic and maybe one guy comes around,
Yeah,
me
I'm
too, I'll
supposed
put
to
you
have
down.
what
Then you
nuggets.
just patronize him. Then you are just killing us. But if you get it from the right outfit and you are using it in your car, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't,
It
okay.
doesn't affect it anyway. Because
So have you heard?
And then to add up a bit to what he said, the reason why people say that is because the wattage that sometimes the power banks give or the car chargers give are sometimes on the high. Yeah, but when you have your charger, let's say you're using a phone that supports the Type C, maybe C to Lightning, it's ranging from 20 watts to maybe let's say 25 or 30 watts, most definitely. But assuming you're having a device that is a power bank that is maybe 50 watts, it means that it's going to charge your device very faster, but with time it's giving it excessive power that it needs. That is why people advise, because when you have your charger, the charger gives you the required power wattage, and since maybe you bought it with the device, that is the right one, and why you are using it. So that is why people say that, to just avoid yourself from getting an appliance or something that is higher than what you need.
Okay.
I have one more. Is it wrong to charge your phone overnight or your device overnight? Like leave it plugged in. It says 100%, but it's plugged in. You're sleeping.
It's very wrong.
Hey.
Because
Then we are just killing our phones every day.
yeah. That is why a lot of time people have these problems, and they have to visit our end. And if you visit our end, then that is where we also make our money. But we advise you just stay away from that, in the sense that it could be that your battery is maybe 25% at 25%, and you want to sleep. Just go to sleep. Just sleep. Don't bother yourself charging, because you might sleep and when you just start charging, maybe 20 minutes into as in you charging, you just fall asleep. Yeah. So we advise you don't do that. You can wake up the
But
next
doom so and things. Well, how is tomorrow promised? How is electricity promised tomorrow?
It's not.
So it's better to save your device life than thinking about maybe they will turn off the lights maybe in the next hour, because most of the issues we record with regards to power off, when you do a diagnosis or when you do a check, it stems down to charging line, power management chip, or maybe an integrated circuit that is commonly known as the IC, which is damaged. And it's always from charging. A few times that you recognize or you realize that it wasn't on charging, the device went off. But most likely, if we move away from the Apple devices or broadly to any electrical appliance at home, it always gets blown out when it was on charge.
Yeah.
Yes, and you don't know, just the same doom. So there will be times that there will be high current, there will be times that there will be low current.
Right.
fluctuation of power.
Yes. Even though the device has this power save mode or optimizing power save mode, that I know some devices, when it gets to 85%, it slows charges or it stops charging and it spreads the charging.
Yeah,
routine
my
to the
own
rest.
used to do, I turned it off.
Yes. to the point where maybe it knows that, because the battery picks your routine of charging.
Yes, it was picking my routine.
Yes, so it knows that, okay, by 6 you would unplug it. So okay, when it's, let's say, 12 or 3 at dawn, and it's left to, let's say, 20% for it to turn, it's press it out to 6.
Right.
Yeah, but it's still not advisable because you don't know when the bad day would come in. So when it's on, and then one more thing, because the cells in the battery are charged and discharged, you don't have to put a charger in over than what it's supposed to have. So if it's 100%, you unplug and then you use your device.
So how about people like Zuu that their phone is always on low battery? Then they'll charge it up to 3%, then they'll remove it, then they'll shoot video, then they'll come and charge it to 10%.
That's you actually. That's
So
you, bro.
that one too is very bad because for one thing that we know for sure is that with the Apple devices, it needs to hit 80% and above before you unplug to use.
Hey,
Yes.
please, Bohobium. I didn't know that.
Yes, it needs to be charged up to 80% and beyond before you unplug to use.
Interesting.
Yes, and then for me, like there's most of the time I would like it to be in the red column. That's let's say below 20, and I charge it. But there are situations whereby you need to use the phone, and you want to tell the phone that I bought you, no, you bought me.
Yes.
So you put it on charge,
That's me.
and then you use. But for me, I know that if I'm doing that, in future, I'm going to have a problem with my battery because I know someone's device that is 50% and it will go off.
Right.
Yes, because it's adapted the routine of charging.
Right.
The cells are actually like tamed animals or trained animals, so they pick your routine. So at 50%, it would go off, and you have to plug it to a charger or something like that. So it's not advisable to be charging and using, and we are all guilty of that because sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see,
Interesting.
I see. Okay. So, wow. Information overload. I feel like I've been doing so many things wrong.
Yeah, that's why I say we are all guilty of that,
Yeah.
especially with charging and using. Sometimes you need to work with the device, and the device is low, and maybe you have to meet some time for maybe presenting something or that. Yeah, but
Okay.
it shouldn't be a regular way of doing something.
Do you have any more tips? It can go beyond just. I think most people who use Apple devices have iPhones, but if you have any even tips for MacBooks or Apple
Or
Watches,
even the Apple Watches, the AirPods.
so on and so forth, iPads. Do you guys do HomePod and stuff repairs? or-
Okay, no, for now. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, okay.
So
we
it's
basically do iPhones, iPad, iWatch, and MacBooks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
so
AirPods.
No.
Okay.
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 So yeah. So for the ones that you do you have any tips on how we can use them better? You know.
Especially looking at what you usually see coming in, like how you said the charging system is one of the problems you see. What are some of the other things you see people reporting? And then
Okay,
your
so
advice.
with MacBooks like this, you need to make sure that all the time it's cleaned in terms of detailing. So it's basically like a cleaning service that is both interior and exterior.
Do you guys do that?
Yeah, we do that. Yeah.
But okay, sorry to cut you. There's this like I don't know if it's a myth, but there's this thing that's the people say that once your phone is opened or once your laptop is opened,
Oh my God, yes. Start thinking about selling it.
start thinking about selling
it's
it.
never
So
true.
me, I have this phone. I don't want to open it too.
Yeah, it's never true. So
I don't want
the
to
thing
open
is,
it.
when you get someone who is very good at what he's doing or she's doing, because I need to generalize it, it could be a male or female technician,
Yeah.
and then they have the right tools to attempt
us.
or to open
Like
it,
us,
like
yeah.
wireless care. You would get your device working, because sometimes we forget that this UK use this devices from abroad. Some of them have been worked on, but we always feel comfortable to have such devices, and then we feel uncomfortable.
It's a
for
problem there.
Someone
In
here
Ghana, yeah, to
fix,
open your
but
phone, yeah.
sometimes you even open a device that somebody has a receipt and actually unboxed it themselves. So
Yeah.
when you realize that every part in there is not an Apple part,
Eh.
it's been refurbed. Yes, so it means that somebody touched it.
But then
Maybe
the bought its original price.
yes, the original price. They even tell the box. Like they actually unboxed it. They could show you boxes. They could show you receipts.
A
and all
video
that.
a video of them
Yes, unboxing.
unboxing it.
But it's
yeah.
not.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
the
heard
whole
about that.
device is an Apple device. Maybe the board, but maybe
Right.
other parts like camera, screen, and
So
all
do you
that.
guys do like if I bring my phone, can you refurbish it, like change the battery, change
Yes, we do that. Yeah, we can change parts of it. So I'm telling everybody who is having that mindset of you opening a device and it's not the same, that when you get it in the right hands, it's okay to go.
So that means I can bring my phone and you make it brand new, then I'll put it in a new box and sell it.
Okay, if you can convince the person that it's brand new, because
no,
with-
a small job.
yes, with Apple devices, when you change parts like battery, screen, and camera, because they are encrypted parts,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you an important message.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that this part has been serviced before.
How do you see that?
So when you go to the settings,
Hey,
when you go
yeah.
when you go to the settings,
I know who I bought this phone from. So
shout
the
out to
person-
you. Afi is coming.
yes,
for you.
let me check. If it's listening, I'll call you out.
Yeah,
Settings.
so you go to general,
Mm-hmm.
then you go to about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so about gives you an information. So you would see service history and parts.
Okay,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
part?
so do you see something like that?
No.
Service history
You know,
and
they
parts.
unlock because I bought mine from
I don't see anything, so it
Apple.com.
means that nothing has been changed. on
Oh,
the device.
Nana Coffee Hazel, why are dear?
Oh, shout out to you. I know that guy.
You know you-
Gadget Villa. Yeah, Gadget Villa. He's my man. Shout out to you. Yeah, so that is it. So you see, like this.
They say I have to service my battery.
Yes.
I know.
Exactly. So,
So
like
I have to
this.
bring it to you guys to
Yes,
service.
to replace it.
Don't
I
forget.
told Zuu when I saw it, I said, hey, Zuu, they said I should service, but he said, oh, my own, I saw it like last year.
Then I'm sure Zoo's zone is like
Oh,
30%.
yeah, cast too.
I'm sure it's like 30%. That's why Zoo charges every 3
And
minutes.
Zuu
And
told
then
me
you-
that, oh,
Yeah, so when you have like that information, then you clearly know. So we tell our clients, some of them there's a software to reprogram it, like the screens to reprogram it,
boys are working.
so that
yes.
it takes, people have that perception a lot
Mm.
that, hey, so when I'm going to swap it, when I'm going to sell it, people would like think that it's been changed, and this it comes back to the same perception that ABA, so that it's been worked on before,
Yeah.
and it's not okay. But so those softwares helps to reprogram it, but it's not 100% trusted sometimes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we tell you that, okay, it could be that you would change the device and you can't get that message off,
Yeah.
but it doesn't defunction the phone in any way. It's still functionable and it's still helpful.
Interesting.
So visit us, Afi.
Oh, I'll
so
come.
that we-
Clearly, I
Yeah,
have
sure.
to come and service
Happy, I
my.
think you've been there before, or you've not.
Like long ago.
Yeah,
Like
you
long
had a
ago,
watch.
know.
Was it a watch or something like that?
So when we come to the story, we have a story to say.
You have a story for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not just for you, but
But
As in
oh,
I've
how
come to
wireless
you guys
Ghana-
before
Before-
indirectly.
okay.
Yes.
Like someone was looking for something and then I helped them. So I don't like that.
Ah,
Why do you do that?
what have I done?
Yeah,
I don't
you're
like
making
that.
us-
What have I done?
you're
I don't
making us
like
feel
that.
uncomfortable.
Why are you looking at me? It wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Ah, I'm just listening to the story. This is news to me. So phones as well need to be cleaned.
Yes, they need to be
Hey.
cleaned. So I would cite an
My
example.
phone is fresh. What do you think?
Yeah, so the internal
You've kept it
sometimes
very
is-
well.
But the antenna, you have no idea what is entering it, because,
Inside
you
is
know,
dead.
there are
And there's
other
vegetables
openings.
inside.
So something like my iPhone 12 Pro, the 12 series, I should generalize it. They have this common problem that is the
It looks like there's dirt at the speaker side.
yes. So you need a detailing. That's a cleaning, because that's what the issue that I'm coming to address is regards to this here. So the 12 Pro or the 12 series, with time you can realize that your speaker or the sound starts to
not-
come
yeah.
down
Mine is
with
an
time.
11, but yes, I'm having that problem.
Yes, it comes down with time. So what it is that the speakers have nets basically, and then we know sound travels with air. So when there are trapped particles on the speaker nets, it tends to seal it, and then with time it becomes lower, and then it's gone.
You still
Yeah. So when you bring it in, most of the time detailing solves the situation. If it doesn't, it improves the sound. But in a worst case scenario, it will need a replacement. So constantly cleaning your devices is good to have your device go on the go all the time.
So on average, how much does that cost? Because we like to stay by plan. actually.
Okay, so with
I know the prices will change and everything. but on
okay, so
average,
for devices like iPhones and then iWatches, it's 100 cities
for just to clean.
yes, for the
Guys, just
detailing.
100 CDs.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
for
be
the-
there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
you
there.
need to be there. You need to be there.
Yeah,
so
I'll have
like
to come.
100 cities for
and now
a
that
detailing.
we are wireless care, like we've taken this job to a different level. So just come so that we treat your gadgets like
With
how
care.
you want
Like
it.
our own, yeah.
Yeah.
We want to
Right,
put
right,
a smiles on your faces.
customer's
yeah,
face.
yeah.
With care. Don't-
So I wanted to
don't
ask.
worry.
I know it's obviously like a trade secret, but where are you sourcing all of these things from? How do we know that the
They're
replacements
legit.
you guys are doing are legit and we can be confident that because right now everybody who has seen you, if they have a problem, say, hey, we saw you and Afi and Zuu on stay by people say I take to wireless.
Yeah.
So yeah, how do we know that everything you're sourcing is fine?
Okay, so with the parts that we have most of the time, we all know that Apple doesn't have like an outlet, like a store that you can get the things for sale. So what we do is we purchase the device and then we dismantle them as parts.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh.
So we have the genuine parts, that is the iCloud, what they say on the streets, the iCloud parts, and we have third party parts. So we think of both customers or both clients in terms of screen like this. We tell you there's a third party screen which is also equally good on the market, because there are lots of grades on the market. So we make sure that on the third party side you wouldn't see a much difference from the iCloud when your budget, or maybe you are not in for that. So with the iCloud part, that is how we get them. We buy the devices and we dismantle them as parts. So with batteries, with cameras, with screens, with speakers and all of that, when you want a genuine part, that is how you can salvage it out and get those parts.
Interesting. That's very interesting, because I have some iPhone 6 Plus and I cannot let it go. I can't let it go. And I've taken it to like 3 or 4 places. And they are not able to. If people fix that, I'll become your brand ambassador for free for 5 years.
6 Plus.
But
Leave me alone.
What is the problem, Afi?
The phone, I don't even know what happens. Like, it just goes off. Like it does. You can't, if you filtrate the charger cry and charge it, then it will bassa, bro. Like
they stop even releasing updates for.
Don't worry, she can use it maybe for Yamo, Momo, and
I want to use it for my Momo.
Yes, so Momo phone.
Okay.
Yes.
And I have some pictures and stuff on it that I feel like I want to take.
Yeah, so you can bring it. Let us have it.
I should have brought it today, Seth. It's inside my wardrobe and I see it. Every time I see it, I say I can't throw you away.
Don't worry, don't throw it away.
I had an iPhone 7 as well, and
You see,
when I bought this phone, I just put it down. I went to look for it. It has exploded.
hey,
Yeah, so
Yeah, the battery exploded.
the battery,
So
yeah,
the glass just.
it's been opened out. Yeah, so I think
I threw it away.
the best
but you
thing was
shouldn't have
that
thrown it away. You should have brought it today.
No, it cast.
no,
You
the
have
battery
used the
can be
parts.
changed and the screen.
So can we sell?
the
Can we
phone-
come and sell? That's you. Wait, you continue.
Like it's open. Like the screen, it just opened.
Yeah, so
We can.
we would have to change the battery in that situation. Most likely, change the battery and change the screen, because apart from that, I'm not sure there was any problem.
Well,
Yeah,
it's in the baller somewhere.
Yeah, so I want
Maybe it's
to-
been recycled for something else.
I
by this
shock.
time, yeah.
So I wanted to ask, can we bring our phones to you guys to can I come and sell a phone to you? Like, I know it's original, so that you can dismantle it too.
Okay, so with that, I haven't seen a situation like that.
Yeah.
Because some of the devices, the technicians say that a lot. You have to sometimes even open the devices to even know, oh, it's not that original as you see it, because maybe from the body, from the looks, and then to buy somebody's device, you want to open up to. So I think that one we don't do trading for now, as in buying and selling, but we have a nice way that we get our parts, like, because we trust the brand, but you can try it out. Maybe then we want it. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So you have given me a new part of your business model. So you have to give me some moolah
Yeah,
when
don't
it
worry,
comes
it will
to
drop in a moment.
when it comes
So
to.
you bring your iPhone 6 and let's see about that.
Yeah, I'll bring
So
it.
because wireless care is more or less like Kwakwela stop, as they say.
Yeah,
within the
Kwakwe
space.
last.
Yeah.
When it comes to fixing of your Apple devices, so just it's like Oga Kwata, bring it. So that
If wireless says it's done, it's
And
done.
you know one thing, I always hear that a lot. Somebody can call you like, yes, someone I'm waiting me to fix it, or more to me fix it, they are obedient to me fix it. Like,
That's right.
so
that we are happy
people
about
say
that.
that a lot, and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that people have this, because a lot of people don't trust
Yeah.
this is
repairing.
Yeah.
Repairing.
You've
So
had
when
bad
it's-
experiences. Who
Yes,
Yeah,
people,
bad experience.
yeah, very bad experience. There are some people who haven't even had a bad experience, but from a fellow, they're like, oh no,
I don't do.
don't fix it. Even out of devices, maybe their cars or something, any
Yeah.
other thing. Oh, but yeah, Nana started doing that.
Yeah,
But
because they come back with different problems.
Yes,
because I
yes,
had
yes.
an iPad some years ago, and I went to fix it, and it was working fine. After like 2 weeks, the apps would just start dancing. Like, when you're rearranging your apps,
Rearranging,
just
yeah,
by
yeah.
itself. I'm just like, Charlie.
You're not
So I
again.
sold it to someone.
Not again.
Yeah,
So
that's
that-
in
no.
that condition, you
Yeah,
sold it to
oh, yeah,
someone.
Papa.
Slightly used.
Yeah, slightly with
Then-
So
little
the
issue.
apps will be
With
doing
little
this.
issue. With a dancing app.
Yeah. So, Akoto, I want to ask you some questions about branding. I think for me, even before like today, I've already seen Wireless Ghana on my Instagram. Like, I'll be scrolling through and I see your sponsored ads. So shout out to the branding and social media team. You guys are doing amazing. The guy will be wearing like his gloves and everything is looking very. I'm like, I know where I'm taking my phone to if I have an issue. So I just want to know, like, it seems very intentional how you put out the brand. So just to speak on social media and then its importance, and also just like what we are seeing on social media, is that really what you guys do, or you just the brand for the Instagram?
That is exactly what we do and how we work at Wireless Ghana. Wireless Care, if I
Hey,
should
whose
say.
phone is ringing? Hey, it's
It's
me.
your phone.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, I don't even know who it is. Okay.
Because when it comes to wireless care, we the moment you bring your gadget, we treat it like how you treat it, like very precious, as you've always been handling it.
Yeah.
So that at the end of the day, you come and get it and you feel very comfortable with us. So those things you see on Instagram are very real. That is how we treat.
You wear the gloves and everything.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
And even on a regular day, you'd come and see someone in a scrub and a Crocs, like. Some people are like, "Are we doctors?" Yeah, but we tell you we are technicians
Serious.
and we are also fixing devices, just like how you take it to a physician to maybe do some work on you or something. Yeah. So what you see, even some of them, we minimize them because of time, speed ramping stuffs and all that. Yeah. So we don't even show everything, but we give you the necessary things or the basic things you have to see. If it's a screen replacement, the things that the normal procedures. Yeah. So it's just like that. Yeah, all the tools that you see are there.
Interesting.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't have an official Apple store or Apple thing in Ghana, right?
Yeah, very
So
true.
any repairs you're doing in Ghana,
Just
it has to be a third party. Okay. So we don't have that luxury of sending the phone back to Apple. You can't do that in Ghana.
So the
So
time rate sometimes.
exactly. Yeah. So what would you say, like, DIYs, and some people do their own repairs themselves, or they try. Let's say they
Shout
try
outs
to
to
do
you.
it themselves in the house.
They're trying.
They go on YouTube, watch the video, then they
Yeah,
open
the
their
best
phone,
teacher online.
and then so obviously we don't have the Apple options. So now the two options are, or let's say the three options are, guys like you, wireless care, who do it to like a professional level, the DIY one, which is doing it yourself at home, and then the circle level, where it's like by the roadside and you just do some 1 or 2 and 2. If you have to see, you can't even, if you hear something, don't even turn, just keep your eye on the phone.
The moment you turn, they'll move
Charlie, your phone is different, and you don't know.
move your battery and put it in
Yeah,
China.
so let me
one
chip
right
this story in. There was one lady, I wouldn't mention names for some reason. She had to fix her device with us. So after some few days, it was on a weekend, I saw her again. I happened to be at the front desk, so most of the people come in would see me. So I saw her and I was like, no, she shouldn't come and say there's something wrong with her device after. So I was just fidget. She was like, do you know me? I said, no, I don't know you. So later she spoke and she was like, I went to fix my back glass somewhere. I did the sign of a cross. I thought, yeah, because people have that, you can call somebody just to take a feedback, and the answers that you get sometimes is not even related to what you fix, but because you've asked the person that, okay, what is happening with your device, and then they'll even say something. So it's, when she said back glass, I was like, okay, but why didn't you come here? Because you know why? I said, my colleague, he said I can go to Circle. We are already in Kanda. That's where our office is. So after fixing the back glass, they gave it to her and the phone started restarting. So I was like, so what did you do? He said, I tell you for a fact, where they took me, I can't even go there back again all alone. So I just thought it was that Wireless Ghana is here to help us. And I was like, okay, but assuming it's Wireless Ghana, because we are very professional, and even the way we treat you, we even assure you of a warranty and all that. So when there's a little problem, like I said, maybe it's not even related to what you fixed, but they can bring it to you with a reliability that's okay. You can help them fix their problems. So that is the story.
Because the cycle guys, if let's say it's a problem with your battery, they open it for you, they replace your battery, but they remove another part.
And take it and
and
keep
take
it.
and go and put it to somebody else.
We even hear that a lot in our offices, especially when you come, you would always be at the reception, and then we take the device in. So they'll be like, "Intimu BBA and free device we are sure sending a BBA." So I tell you that just trust us.
Yeah.
Because if I say yes and I do the opposite, you wouldn't know until another technician or another person opens up to tell you, okay, this is what has been done. That is what has been done. So just trust us.
So what would you also say to the DIY? Like, you see the guy that came here earlier.
Yeah.
He's every time he
Serious
wants to open
DIY.
things and do it himself.
Okay,
What would you say to people like that?
Okay, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing to do, but when you want to get your things very right or neatly done, you need to see someone who is into that field, because there's speciality in everything. And some people transfer knowledge. Maybe they know how to fix maybe a television,
Yeah.
So
They
they might have fixed a phone, but that is different. Even with the iPhone series, the 15 series has a different way to open. You know, sometimes you have to open the front and back before you get into the device. So assuming you have an idea of opening maybe a 13, a 12, which you open it from the top, and maybe you want to get hold of the battery, you realize that when you open the top of the 15, there's a metallic plate that covers the battery, so you can't get there. And then you watching YouTube is good. It's good, yeah, but sometimes you have a lot of ideas, and sometimes all the ideas don't even help your problem.
All right.
Yeah, you get a lot of researches. Maybe they did it worked for them, but you do it and it doesn't work for you. So yeah, it's not bad, but when you want to do it the right way, you need to contact a professional.
Yeah.
Yes.
So does everybody in the office use an iPhone?
Yeah,
Yes,
everybody.
everybody. But when you move into a space, almost everybody, everything there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
you
this
you
gadget,
you would
yeah.
maybe have a gadget that is not an Apple, but basically like for the
Yeah.
phones. Yeah.
But why? Okay, so now I have another question. Why do you only fix Apple products? What's
Yeah.
wrong with the other ones?
Yeah, it is.
There's nothing wrong with the other ones, but what we do is that, you know, we just want to be with Apple. Like, just want to, like, we've made Apple like our wife.
You want to specialize
Like,
in
yes.
that. Yeah.
So we are just specializing in Apple, and we are just touching Apple devices. Yeah.
So no shade to the Android people.
No, that
No,
at
no,
all.
not at
Even one amazing thing is that some of the Samsung products we do fix them, like the Fold series or the
yeah,
Ultra
okay,
series. Yeah, you know, we getting into a space where it's new with Android. You know, there's a lot of there's a lot, especially with
I think that's what
Samsung.
it is, yeah.
Like how you know every September iPhone will release maybe 2 or 3 types of phones, but maybe in the same year Samsung has a lot.
Yeah,
so when
yeah,
you are entering into in terms of even getting your parts, you need to think.
It's harder.
Yeah, you need to
sure.
expand your maybe your finances or your whatever things that you need to get for the Android, because you know if it's a 13, you know it's a 13 mini, 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, and that's all. But with Samsung, maybe you know A117, A117 too, like you see. So there's been a situation whereby
A5, A6.
when we were doing this home service, you can get to a place, even though you know there are 3 devices when you pick maybe a particular model, maybe with the phones. You get there and it's a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm sure fast forward we would open it and then put other stuffs into it. But for now, we are just focusing on one thing
Apple,
and
yeah,
specializing it. In
Makes sense.
So talking about home service, I think we should be talking about how we started.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yes. Tell us.
And so the founder actually started as Circle.
Okay.
So at a point, he realized he needed to make the job more professional. So by making it more professional, there was a time he chanced upon an Instagram post by Features Kwame. Features Kwame, like he's on Instagram, like very popular influencer. So then the post sought to actually bring people together to teach them how to boost their Instagram page and in effect enhance their businesses. So he did some inquiries and at the end he enrolled. And the very day he wanted to join the class, he had a call from a returning client by name Nita Kyo, who wanted him to meet him at Achimota Mall to get his phone fixed. So in the process of fixing the phone, Nita Kyo made a suggestion to him that he should be wearing gloves and also enhance his lightning system. So in his quest to actually post pictures on Instagram and it was a very great suggestion.
Yeah.
So he joined the class later in the day. It was a day session. So at the end of the day, he left the class, and days after, he merged those 2 ideas by Nita Kyo and what he was taught at the class by Features Kwame. So that's actually opened up the business, because after that time he actually was posting a lot, and he had a lot of following, and like more clients came on board. So fast forward, because of the crowded nature of Circle, he had people who call him or DM him to actually get their gadget fixed. Had problems of coming to Circle because of the crowded nature. Some people
And the
don't
bad
like it. So
reputation too.
he was actually working from home.
Yeah.
He was actually working from home. So there was a time he had a DM message from, I remember very well that it was Afi to get his MacBook fixed. So that made us
Oh,
went
wow.
in and looked for and found a MacBook technician, and it opened. So we later on decided to actually get a physical location.
Oh, wow.
And we chose East Lake. And that's
Wait, which Afi? Is it me?
Yes,
And I wish
Oh,
I could-
wow.
it was MacBook Air A1466.
That's so crazy. Like, I'm part of your story.
Yes, our success story.
That'd be
was
so
part of
That your
it.
MacBook.
Yeah, it's still there. It's even giving me problems right now. So bring it. It's still there. But I have a new MacBook, but that one too is still there.
So
was an Air, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of Apple.
You get money.
Hey, please, I beg you. I beg you. I
I
beg
don't
you.
understand.
I only have the phone.
Maybe Afi is the low version of Zuu. I don't want to be stressed out. Let me get a new one because you taking it around. Oh, it is this, tomorrow is that. Maybe even the time frame sometimes that is been given.
Yeah.
I need to work, so let me
She's
get
those
it
people that
from
if
you.
the phone breaks today, forget this wireless phone. Let me just buy a new one.
New one.
Tomorrow the new one has come.
Okay. But I feel helps us too because we also have experience too with the devices, the new device. I remember when 14, was it 14? Yeah, the 14 series. Somebody came in to buy a protector. So when I had the device, it was like, oh, you can feel free, you can hold it, you can do anything to it. Like, yeah, I just had it last week. So at that time we had fixed like devices like 14 series. I think we had fixed is it screen or something like that, but it was very fresh when it came in. So even if it was true that I hadn't touched it before, somebody like Afi buying a new one, definitely maybe she would come to buy some accessories.
Shall you guys, they use beef.
You hold it, and then maybe have a few. Even see, though you've seen it online,
Yeah.
maybe you've pre-ordered your parts and they are yet to come. You can have a few, and that is the advantage of because I know some people have not even been able to get a chance to
Yeah.
have some devices or even have some experiences in the same field that they are in. Yeah.
I'm come to check out Instagram messages because this is that's such a long time ago. Yeah, I've seen it's true. I had a problem with my keyboard. The light
Yes.
wasn't coming on.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
How long ago? How long ago?
2020.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll bring it back to
Okay,
you
sure.
because now the keyboard is not working at all.
So, okay. You need to bring
When you
it back
press
to
a right skill.
Q. Oh, sorry. You need to bring it back to home.
Yeah, I'll bring it back.
Okay, so wireless care. If I come to your location and I want a repair to be done, please run us through the process. Like what needs to happen?
Okay, so we'll take a process like screen replacement. That happens to be the one of the quickest repairs.
Okay.
If there's no much work or there's no pending works, like within 45 minutes it will be done. So you come in, we have a database, we take your device, we assess it, know what is working and what is not working to prevent those sometimes after comments like, oh, there was this working and later when I fix this not working. After we assess it and we know that okay, there's no other problem apart from what you've stated or clearly stated, we move on to do a repair form. But if there's any other problem, let's say you're bringing a screen and we realize that there's a Face ID issue or there's a battery issue, we just inform you if you would like to add that to the repairs. If yes, we add it up. If no, we just go away and then do what. So the database goes more to getting your details. That's your name and number. If possible, maybe an email address. And then we state what it is, talk to you about the price. We book it in. There's a T's and C's, that is the terms and condition agreements. In the form, you run to, if you need a vivid explanation, we just explain them to you. I sign, that is me being the receptionist or the one attending to you sign. You also sign. You get a copy. The device is taken in. So since it's a screen replacement, the phone, most of the time that has never been opened before, is difficult to open.
Okay.
Because there's an adhesive that is a glue, which is also the water resistant thing around the edges, which you can open it directly, but because some of the screens are super soft, like the OLED screens, you need to put on a preheater. That's a machine that actually circulates heat uniformly on the screen because it's the screen that you're going to work on. So it helps your easy removal of screen. You get your session cap, that is a tool that helps you to hold firm on the screen. You pull it slightly, you have your flexible card. So it's a special card that is very flexible. You start to open it from below. But before then that you put it on the preheater, you make sure you take out the screws. That is the bottom screws, so that it can help you with the open easily. the easy opening that is from the button. So you slide the card through it gently, because there are flex that's connectors, that is the earpiece connectors, that is the on the top side of it, and then the screen flex that is on the side of it. That is why it's always advisable to take it from the down with the help of a contact cleaner, which will help you dissolve the remaining glue underneath the screen to make an easy opening. When you get into your device, you first need to protect the camera from any particle, any touch, because the camera and the dock projector that happens to recognize your face is very sensitive. You don't have to touch it. So you get a tape. So we have a heat resistor tape specially made for the devices. You paste it on it. First go to your battery. Whatever you are going to do, first go to your battery. Unplug the battery. That is taking off the screws and taking off the metallic seals. That's the plate of the battery. You unplug it, because whilst you are working on it, there's still power flowing into the motherboard. And we know that the parts, the tools that we use are metals, and some of the parts in the devices are also metal, which we know that metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So in case you touch something, or maybe you come in contact with something that is maybe happen to be a power company, you don't cause short circuits. Yes,
in the motherboard,
on the motherboard or something. So when you disconnect your battery, you just go to your screen area, or you go to where exactly you have to unplug the screen. You do the same, unscrew and then take off your screen. You fix a new screen. In a situation whereby you have to copy a data, that's the truth one data, you do that with your device, the truth one device. You copy it, you assess the screen, you make sure it is working fine before you assemble it. You apply your adhesive, that's the glue on the edges. If you have the what do you call it, the water resistant glue that is also designed in a form of like a sticker, you put it on the
Do you
space.
guys have that?
Yes, we do have that.
So that means once my phone is water resistant, I can still use it, but I have to be more careful.
Yes. So even with the situation whereby the devices have not been opened, example is the watches. They have swimming lessons and all that, but most of the cases record, apart from replacement, are water damages, because the adhesive becomes weaker with time by heat and liquid. So you wouldn't know if the adhesive is weak at that moment. That is why we don't guarantee, because some people would even know. And then there's something called the bezel. So it's a sub layer of the screen which holds is what gets in contact with the housing or the body of it. It's also sealed by a glue. So when it becomes weaker, it detaches itself from the screen, which you wouldn't know because it's fitting well. You would only know when maybe you are pulling out the screen or you are taking out the screen. So in a situation like that, and your device get closer to a liquid issue or something, it is more likely that that is why we don't. But in case of situations like maybe an accident, like not intentionally,
like water splashing on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, you should be safe with that.
Okay.
So when you do that and you are done, you make sure the part has been tested well. The glue dries for a while. You close up. You screw. You wait for it to dry a bit because the glue needs to dry and hold it firm. You clean the excessive glue around it because definitely they are going to be spill out around it. You clean it very gently because some people even love our finishing, and that's what sometimes makes us a difference of other. Because you can hold a device and nobody will tell you that it's been worked on before because you see glue around it, and which when you bought it newly it wasn't like that. So you clean the excess glue, you try it once again, and your screen has been fixed.
Interesting.
So basically, it's all about diagnose check, then disassembling of the device, then replacing the whatever it is that the person brought, as in replacing it, then assembling.
And then one more thing about the process, the difference that would be between the do-it-yourself fixes is that when you open up the device, the screws in there are portioned to each location. There's longer screws and there are shorter screws. So you don't misplace them where it's supposed to be. So what we do is that we have containers which has been labeled. So when you take out a smaller screw or a shorter screw, you put it there, you assemble your things whilst fixing, because you can be done fixing and you don't even know where to put each other. But if it's been assembled, you know these ones are for this side and these ones are for that side. And you make sure you use the right tools. So that is where a professional comes in to do the work and do it well.
So do it yourself. they say don't do it.
Don't
Yeah,
do
we
wireless.
should come.
Yes, come to wireless.
Come to
yeah.
wireless.
Yes, come
Okay.
to wireless.
For you.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been a very fruitful conversation. I've
And
learned a lot.
educative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. And I mean, there's only one place to go when you have issues with your Apple devices. I mean, it's clear. And as Afi knew,
Hey. It's like I want to go.
yes, drop your phone.
Because I don't have a screen protector.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
And then one funny thing is that even though I'm working with wireless care, but if I'm out of wireless care, I don't know where I can fix my devices.
Yeah.
If it wasn't me working with it. So sometimes when you face, maybe let's say somebody brings another brand and they tell you that, okay, where can I get fixed? And I think so loud because
Yeah, because you don't know.
you don't know anywhere.
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
know. Though there are lots of people, but you look at the person and you want to give the person a good
Yeah.
service, or you want to give the person a good people. But they can even tell you, I want somebody like you.
Yeah.
Yes, and you don't have to give someone that you've never had an
Tell her,
encounter
like, bro,
with.
there's nobody like me. That's what you say.
Yeah, sometimes people say honestly, like, okay, since that this one you say you cast me, if I want to try, like, where do I take it? I was like, bro, you have to go to maybe Apple Store, but they'll be like, yo, their prices are crazy, so I can't go anywhere. Can
Yeah.
I go? And I'm like,
Wireless gun.
I'm so sorry, not because I want to take all the way, but honestly, I don't know where I can
Yeah,
recommend.
100%. And I've recommended someone to come to you guys before, and then the person got a good this thing. I think his laptop was by the AC, and then it leaked on the this thing, but you guys were able to fix
Fix
it.
it, okay.
So that was really cool. Because I was like, oh, what do I feel like wireless gun I'll be able to do, and you guys were able to do it. So before we wrap up, we want to know, where can we find you? Where are you guys located? On Instagram, if we need to call, do you have like 24-hour customer service? So if I'm at a concert and my phone cracks, I can bring it.
Yeah. So we are located in East Legon on
Okay.
the 58th Garden Road, a bit closer to maybe the Chiropractic and Wellness Center. But most of the time we use ANC more as a landmark because that's the popular location around. But on Google Maps, you can enter Wireless Ghana on Google Maps. On Instagram, wireless.k. On Snapchat, wireless.k. I think that's the most common places we are. On TikTok too, wireless.k.
So Akoto, before you guys go, what's the future looking like for Wireless Ghana or Wireless Care?
Thank you very much. The future is great in the sense that we are opening up and we are actually trying to reach out to people who have difficulty in reaching us, because sometimes we get calls from Kumasi. People come tardy and all those things. So they should just still live with that and actually believe us and know that
Follow, yeah.
yes, they are the best in the industry. One of the best. I won't kind of
The best,
so-
Charlie, the best. So we are the best
Own
podcast in
it.
the world. You guys are the best phone and Apple products
Still
fixers
your Apple
in
lifestyle
Ghana.
technicians.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we have to issue this disclaimer in the sense that, we are not here to say that everybody in Circle is bad. Because we started as Circle.
That's the mother
So
of
if
repairs.
we were bad, we wouldn't start from Circle.
Yeah.
So it was a humble beginning then, and we are here now. So everybody in Circle is not bad. But we are here to actually talk about us, and we would like everybody to patronize us. And we will go places, and we will go with everybody who have made us who we are now, especially Patrice Kwame, Itakio, Afi, all those individuals. You are part of our success
I was
story.
like-
waiting to hear a name.
Yes. You are part of our success story.
You mean a
And
lot to
you are
us.
very- you mean a lot to us. And everybody who patronize Wireless Ghana, we are very grateful. And come today, come tomorrow, and come till the end of time. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. So yeah. Oh yeah, guys, what songs have you been listening to recently that you feel like people should check out? What songs have you been feeling?
Okay, so I personally don't have a genre per se, but I listen to everything anything that is nice. So Stone Boys, Jejo, I think so. Yeah, it's been booming everywhere. So you guys have to listen to. And then another Daku Vibes continental or intercontinental EP or album is great. You guys have to check it
I
out.
saw it, but I haven't listened. But I'll listen to it.
Yeah. There's nice tunes on them that you have to, and it's a new sound that he's bringing. So let's
Nice.
check it out.
So
Okay.
I'm okay with Black Sheriff, Kilos and Milos. I saw you somewhere last week on at a program, 3 Music.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
I
was-
use the
Three
song,
Music,
yeah.
So it's a song that I like. So yeah.
The way he started calmly, I thought I was going to say some gospel.
Some gospel song,
I was like, oh, me, I'm actually okay with Black Sheriff, Kilos, Milos. Okay.
Oh man, so yeah, thank you
And then,
guys.
who would you like to
Oh,
hear on the
sorry.
podcast? Who should we speak to that we haven't spoke to yet?
Or even if you've spoken to them
And you want them to come again?
they should
Yeah.
come back. Yeah.
At Wireless Ghana.
No, in general, anybody can be anyone.
You can talk to anybody. So
Yeah, because I watch your stuff and you talk to a lot of people. So
Okay, so me outside the Apple lifestyle space, I happen to also do some low editing and all that. Yeah, so like an editor on the side. So I want to see my boss. That's Visuals God. Yeah,
Visuals God.
Yeah, Visuals God on Instagram. Visuals God GH. Yeah,
Okay.
he's very good. He happens to work with one of the famous photographers. That's Twins Dombeck.
Oh,
Yeah, so,
okay. I've seen those
they,
guys.
they happen to be our production house, so
All right.
we can invite them on to speak to them.
Nice, interesting.
I like that.
I'm okay.
You don't want us to. We are already doing amazing. We're already doing what we're supposed to do, right? So
Yeah. You are doing very good.
We'll call Black Sheriff and tell him that Akoto.
Akoto said that you should come.
Yeah. Shout outs to Black Hole.
Yes.
We'll call Black for you. Don't worry.
All right. So I guess it brings us to the end of this episode. I signed in, Suzu. You can sign out.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for watching. And once again, if you enjoyed this, thank you guys as well for sitting with us and telling us so much, teaching us so much. And yeah, see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye. And follow Wireless Care. Bye.
Stay by plan, Accra, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan.